2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Phoenix Suns at their home, U.S. Airways Center. Well, for the Suns, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Year after year after year after year, he just helps his team find a way to win. Mike Conley, a soft-spoken star in the league.
Yeah, you know what? He never gets the recognition he deserves. One, because he plays on a team that has some other great players, and then he's just not flashy, but he is the most efficient guard probably in the Western Conference, maybe second or third. Maybe in the Western Conference.
And
efficiency.
He gives you something in every aspect of the game. He's a fantastic leader. He does a great job of leading these guys. And I agree with you, Ken. He's underrated. He should be talked about a lot more.
That'll do it for now. They are ready to tip things off as we get you out to Kevin Harlan.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. We are inside the U.S. Airways Center, live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Suns, and here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. To the middle, here's Green. Second shot opportunity. Puts it up from 15. That misses off the backboard.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Conley gets the bucket.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Chandler, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Kept alive. Gasol, no good.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Dishes it tonight. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Conley kicks to Lee. Morris against Randolph. Chandler with the block. Bledsoe outside. Knight against Conley. Knight kicks to Morris. The feed to Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Goes up to the stripe, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Conley. Gasol up top. He's guarded by Chandler. Gasol kicks to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Shot off the screen, and the basket good.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bledsoe against Conley. From 13, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Outside, Green. Rebounded by Tucker. And Phoenix has possession. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Bledsoe with another miss.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Green, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Green's got his first points in this one.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Tucker, the pass to Bledsoe. He feeds it to Knight. Chandler with a screen for Knight. Shot off the pick. Stolen by Michael Conley. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. And Chandler sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Pass to Gasol. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir.
How'd
That's
you know
what we
all
do.
that stuff?
That's what we do here.
Woo.
Info and entertainment.
Oh. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Knight. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Jeff Hornacek.
He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
Thank you, Doris. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Well, Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And he sinks the second.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. A part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Now here's Green. Gasol kicks to Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's the dish to Morris. Knocked loose. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Here's Lee using his post moves to get the 2 points.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Knight for 3. That's good. Knight's got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here is Conley. Out to the right wing. And it's Gasol penetrating. Chandler with the defensive effort. Lee kicks to Gasol. And he banks in the layup. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
A nice shot by Knight.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but, Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
And the Suns making a change here. Suns checked in. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
Now here's Lee. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
Here's Morris. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Memphis leading. Lee dishes to Conley. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Bledsoe outside. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Green with the ball. And it's Knight picking him up. Green passes to Conley. Randolph kicks to Green. Picked by Randolph. The pass to Lee. Green dishes to Lee. No good from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Bledsoe against Randolph. And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
13 feet away. It's hauled in by the Suns.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Rejected by Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Sonny Weems checks in for the Suns. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Allen's checked in for Courtney Lee. Weems passes to Knight. Here's Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Morris has got 5.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. Here's Gasol. A second chance effort and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Memphis, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
The first one falls.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lewis checked in for Morris. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Brandon Knight. And Zach Randolph drops them both. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And here are the Grizzlies now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Allen outside, and Udrich kicks to Randolph. Allen drives in. Just 5 on the clock. Price with the steal. Takes a 3, but they recover it.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
There's a screen. Randolph dishes to Barnes. No good on the 3. The Suns leading. Price outside. Feeds to Lewis. Len a screen. Kicks to Warren. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Wright. Here's Udrich. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Wright. Over to the wing. Wright sets a screen. And Udrich kicks to Wright. And here's Barnes for 3. No good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Weems. To the inside. Here's Lure. And the Suns tack on 2 more. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's the screen. Wright, the pass to Udrich. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Alex Len. The Grizzlies also making a change. Carter's checked in. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And stolen by Udrich. Here's Barnes. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Price dishes to Teletovic. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis trailing here. Now Udrich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. They set the pick. Carter with the 3. No good. Price. No luck. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Carter is out there with Brandon Wright, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we know the Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark all along most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Suns. Bledsoe comes in for Sonny Weems. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jeff Green is checked in for Brandon Wright. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
Well, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Lee's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. He kicks it to Green. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Conley. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Conley's got 8 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Hyde on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Bledsoe. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and 3-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Carter, that's good.
They're doing much better now. I mean, in the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goals. But they've bounced back nicely here.
Knight passes to Bledsoe. Chandler is screen, and Bledsoe, here we go. A shot by Knight, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Lee dishes to Gasol. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Green, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Knight on the wing. Fires from 18. Here's Chandler, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Conley against Bledsoe. He dishes it to Knight. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Len comes in for Chandler. And Morris subbed in for Mirza Teletovic. Zach Randolph's checked in for the Grizzlies. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Morris. After Jeff Green's bucket, Morris with the bucket.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
Knight passes to Tucker. Morris, left side. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. Gasol with the defensive effort. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Inside. No good from Lee. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Conley against Bledsoe. Shot is off. And Memphis the other way now. A wide open look for Gasol. And that one hits back iron. Knight into the lane. Passes it to Morris. Knight dishes to Len. Morris against Gasol. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Knight. Good D by Lee.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Conley with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here is Bledsoe. Michael Conley making his last shot. That's good. That's now 8 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Gasol. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Phoenix making some changes. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Sonny Weems comes in for Brandon Knight. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Wright, he's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Green. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were third in the league in fast break points last year.
Now, here is Morris. He has 7, and the shot is good. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Udrich gets to lead. Dishes to Udrich. Wright sets a screen. Barnes passes to Udrich. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
That free throw missing.
You know, guys, Memphis walks through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
John Lure, he's checked in for Morris. Tony Allen's checked in for Memphis. And he's good on the second.
And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Now here's Price. The feed to Weems. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Udrich dishes to Randolph. It's deflected, but he stays with it. He feeds it to Udrich. Hits the front of the rim and out. Suns trail by 5. Warren kicks to Price. Glenn a screen. Price outside. Pass to Len. That's in, coming off an assist from Price.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And Udrich kicks to Randolph. That's good. Randolph's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Price, and stolen by Wright. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Start of the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
And he sinks the second.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move 1 guard, but ended up moving 2. Brought back 1 as well.
Now here's Price. Just 4 to shoot, and stolen by Wright. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Udrich. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going. When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Now here's Price. Glenn a screen. Now here's Warren. Covered by Barnes. One kick kicks to Price. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Lure.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
John Lure at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And the Suns making a change here. Chandler's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
Randolph can't hit. Now the dish to Barnes. Udrich, the pass to Randolph. That's good, and it's Udrich with the assist that time. Udrich has got 3 assists in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Chandler a screen. 11 feet away. Out to Price. Over Udrich. Price can't get that one to fall. Here's Udrich. Here's Randolph, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
The job that guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Suns trail by 9. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe and Knight are the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now, here is Knight. There's the pass to Tucker. Morris kicks it to Tucker. Outside Knight. Morris a screen. Conley against Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Feeds to Morris. 5 on the clock. Conley against Bledsoe. Conley dishes to Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Knight kicks to Chandler. Out to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. And the shot falls short this time. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Lee passes to Conley. Outside Gasol. To the middle. Here's Randolph. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris. The Suns shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Rejected by Gasol.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The fader. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Morris outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Randolph. And he can't bank that one in. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Knight into the lane. Chandler the pass to Knight. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's Gasol. 10 points for him.
You know Gasol is playing well. 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year, but after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Suns trail by 8. Bledsoe with it. Conley picks him up. Morris with a screen on Conley. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Green with the rebound. And Memphis would end up going 16-13 over the back half of last season. Down the stretch, they would only go 5 up and 5 down in the final 10.
Yeah, and Kevin, all those games so important as they jockeyed for position in the West. It was so fluid and volatile down the stretch. They could have been anywhere from a 2nd seed to a 6th on any given day, and they just happened to slump at the wrong time.
Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant star, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007, a slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared, but he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
Suns trail by 10.
You know, you think back, the Grizzlies contemplated trading Mike Conley early on in his career, and I tell you what, aren't they glad that cooler heads prevailed? I mean, his rise has helped propel them to one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
4 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. 10 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And Mike Conley may be the best player in the NBA never to make an all-star team. I really feel like it's unfair to call him underrated now, because if you go around our league, all teams respect what he's been able to do in Memphis.
Lynn's checked in for Zach Randolph.
One more time, give him a hand.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And here is Lee. Out to the right wing. Here's Conley. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And Tucker kicks to Morris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. The shot by Knight, no good.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Lets it fly from 18. No good from Gasol. Suns trail by 10. Bledsoe with it. Gasol covering. Morris left side. The fadeaway. That one goes. Count. Morris has got 13. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Conley gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Knight passes to Tucker. Back to Knight. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Again, the miss by Knight.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Green left side. Right side Gasol. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Shoots. Phoenix grabs the miss. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bledsoe with it. Gasol covering. And it's blocked by Conley. Left side Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 15 points for Marc Gasol. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hockey. The way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage. And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Phoenix making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. And Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Markieff Morris. And Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in for Courtney Lee. Suns trail by 12. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
Bledsoe against Conley. Bledsoe right side. Clock at 6. Len sets a screen for Bledsoe. Over Conley. Here's Len. And at last, they get one to fall. Len's got his second bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Carter outside. On the wing, Green. Back to Carter. Green, the screen. Carter kicks to Green. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. The Suns shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. And the shot is good. 6 points for Alex Len.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And it's Conley penetrating, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Grizzlies lead by 12. Knight kicks it to Tucker. Back to Knight. Len a screen. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Len with a screen on Allen. Here's Knight. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Now here is Conley. 19 points in the game. Green with a screen for Carter. Kicks it to Gasol. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Knight passes to Len. Dishes it to Teletovic. Shoots from the right block. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Conley. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Green, the screen. They double team Conley. Green kicks to Allen. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Tucker dishes to Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Len. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Marc Gasol. But what a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lures checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. Sonny Weems checks in for Knight. And it's Price in for Eric Bledsoe. Both free throws good from Len.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Now here's Gasol. 15 points in the game. Stolen by Len. Here's Weems. Price outside. Len with a screen on Conley. Price, the pass to Len. Lure. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Phoenix, no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now Udrih. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wright against Len. And Wright kicks to Udrih. 5 to shoot. Back to Wright. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lure's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Price. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. To the left side wing. They set the pick. The Suns need to get a shot off. Lure can't hit. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Barnes sets a screen for Wright to the wing on the left. Wright sets a screen over in the corner. Barnes. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Barnes.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Warren. He kicks it to Lure. Here's Price. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Suns have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Price. Zach Randolph, who's checked in for Memphis. No good on the second free throw. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
And the shot is good.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Price with the ball. There's the pick. Here's Warren. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Six seconds left in the third. Udrich for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Memphis leading by 8. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Matt Barnes is out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Lee. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Udrich in at the 1 spot. Now here's Lee. Barnes dishes to Wright. Wright sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Out to Lee. This one for 3. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Udrich has got 6 assists in the game. Well, Phoenix shooting a meager 37% for the game. Knight passes to Warren. He dishes it to Morris. The fader scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Here's Lee. Passes it to Randolph. Here's Udrich, guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Memphis with another.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Morris. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wright sets a screen. Here's Udrich, guarded by Bledsoe. Randolph kicks to Wright. Chandler with the block. Here's Knight. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Randolph goes in. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Randolph can't get that one to fall. Suns trail by 11. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Warren dishes to Bledsoe. Looking to get it going. And the Suns miss again.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Lee up top, guarded by Bledsoe. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have 2 great free throw shooting guards late.
And guys, Courtney Lee, not the most flamboyant offensive threat, but he's a steady player at both ends of the floor, makes threes at a high clip and competes defensively. One of those guys that you don't necessarily win because of, but you sure will win with.
All right, Phoenix.
And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, not usually a hotbed of NBA talent, but Clark, he's having a nice career.
He really is. I mean, playing big minutes for the Grizzlies, Kevin, and they really need his floor spacing and his hard-nosed, versatile defensive ability.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Green, buried from 15 feet out. And the Grizzlies lead by 12. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. There's the feed to Morris. Chandler trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Gasol a screen. And it's Lee penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Chandler a screen. Knight in the corner. Again, Phoenix.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Memphis leading by 10. Lee outside. Now here is Conley. Screen by Lee. It's stolen by Morris. Bledsoe passes to Morris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Been a solid outing for Morris. He has 17 points and 1 steal.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys. Stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole nother level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kelloggese, right? And
yes.
Kelloggese. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Here's Randolph, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Morris has got 7 rebounds in the game. Knight dishes to Morris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Conley against Knight. Morris a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tucker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting in Phoenix, Michael Conley, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Suns trail by 10. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Gasol a screen on Bledsoe. Conley with it. Now Chandler defending. A nice shot by Gasol.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Here's Morris, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
Chandler with the steal. Conley against Knight. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Morris with a screen on Green. 5 on the clock. Layup off the pick. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Here's Conley, stolen by Bledsoe. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Tucker can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 5. And here is Conley, stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Brandon Knight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Now here's Lee. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Conley, the pass to Green. The dish now to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Randall. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's 19 points for Marc Gasol.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Outside Knight. The pass to Morris. And it's good. On through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the arm.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
Morris, no good on the free throw.
And guys, with the Suns last year, you know, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play.
Now here's Conley. Feeds it to Gasol. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics, and pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin. And pushing the pace is really when they were most effective.
Now Allen. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. Gasol a screen to the left side wing. Conley against Bledsoe. They grab their own miss, and Chandler sends it back. Now here's Knight, over by Conley. It's Knight with the drive. Chandler. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 9 points for Tyson Chandler.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Picked by Randolph. Kicks to Allen. Dishes to Conley. Knight against Allen. Over in the corner, Green. The 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 6-point game. Chandler a screen. Knight dishes to Bledsoe. To the right side. Morris into the lane. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Gasol. Baseline J on the way. Again, Memphis.
There's no doubt about it in my mind. Marc Gasol is one of the best big men shooters in the league.
Knight kicks to Chandler. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Releases from 15, and the shot no good, a bit short. Suns trail by 4. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Beyond the arc. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Knight. And that's 13 points for Eric Bledsoe.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And now, your Suns dancers.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Marcus. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Boy, they'd like to put themselves in front right here.
To take the lead. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 15 points for Brandon Knight. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far. And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
.106 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Now here's Bledsoe after the Marcus Onis. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And that one falls for Knight.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Morris a screen, a 3 off the inbound. Again, the miss by Knight. Memphis with the ball.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
And now we've got the intentional foul. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Allen. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line for your Suns, Eric Bledsoe. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Conley. Outside Gasol. Conley kicks to Green. The three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Suns, Brandon Knight. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
So the Suns win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, certainly a nice win, aided in large part by your ability to get your teammates involved. What is your primary focus?
Definitely just get my guys going a lot more and, try to be more of a playmaker. And, I enjoy, seeing, getting guys going and them making shots off my passes.
I think they enjoy it as well, Brandon. Great job. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Markieff Morris. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels. There aren't too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.